Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Matt with Transcript Maker, and I just wanted to demonstrate some of the new features that we've added recently for specifically for schools. So we'll start by just logging in here, and as we do that, I wanted to explain that Transcript Maker for schools is intended for private schools, for charter schools, online schools, any kind of school really, except for homeschools. For homeschools, we have our family plans, which are less expensive and don't have some of the features that schools need, but that homeschoolers just don't need at all. So getting that out of the way, we recently added a new archiving feature for schools. In the past, we've limited school accounts to a certain number of active transcripts, but there was no archive. So once you exceeded your threshold for active transcripts, you were kind of out of luck because you were out of space. So what we recommended in the past was deleting a transcript to free up more room, or you could just print the transcript, download it as a PDF file to your computer, and then delete it from our system, and then that would give you space to create a new transcript. That's kind of a hassle. You really want to probably keep all your transcripts in our program so you can access them from your tablet, from your phone, anywhere in the world. So that was kind of a hassle. So that's why we added this new archiving feature. Basically, you get up to 10 times the amount of space for archiving. So if you sign up for our School 30 plan, for example, which gives you room for 30 active transcripts, you get room for 300 archived transcripts. That's a lot of space. So you end up with 330 transcripts available to you in the system. So I'll show you real quick how to archive a transcript. It's real easy. We have our sample transcript for Teddy Roosevelt here. And all you do is this little archive button up here. You just click that. And it'll ask you to confirm, yes, we do want to archive. And that's it. It says your transcript has been archived. What changed? It looks the same. Well, it's been placed in the archive. That's what's changed. And the way we can tell that is if we click over here to the student database, you can see that the first Teddy Roosevelt transcript here has an archived timestamp of today, October 27th. And so this transcript has been archived. This no longer counts towards our active transcript limit. And what's great about this is when a transcript is archived, you can't edit it, but you can still print it. So we can come over here to the Actions menu, and we can choose to print this if we want. We can create a new transcript based off of all the data in this archived one by duplicating it. Or if we do want to make edits to it after we've archived it, we can just click Restore, and it'll ask us to confirm the restore, and that basically unarchives it. So it puts it back in our list of active transcripts. We can make all the changes we want on it, all the edits we want, and then we can print it and archive it again if we want to. But you'll see when I go back to the students list here that it's no longer archived. So that's how archiving works. Something else we recently added that's pretty cool is the ability to set course types and course statuses independently. So if you've been using Transcript Maker for a while, you know that originally you would mark a course in progress by choosing a new course type from the list here. We had course types of in progress and pending in this list. You'll notice they're not there anymore. That's because we've split those out into a separate course status field. So here they are, in progress and pending. By default, courses will be marked completed. That's probably what you're going to want to use in most situations. But if you are entering courses that are still in progress, you'll want to pick in progress from this dropdown. And what's cool about this is now you can have courses that are honors or AP or dual enrollment and that are also in progress. And that's kind of something we were missing before, but we give you the ability to do that now. When you mark a course in progress, by default, it's not going to count towards the calculated GPA. Since it's in progress, you don't know what grade should be assigned to the course yet, so it makes sense that it shouldn't factor into the GPA. And for those of you who might not know also, we do offer the ability to add custom course types and custom course statuses. And there are two ways to get to those places. First, you'll see these little gear icons next to course type and status. You can click on those. That's one option. Or you can come up to the top of the page here in the nav bar, and you'll see course types and course statuses listed up here as well. And you can click on either of these to get there. So let's go look at the course types. So by default, you get 5 course types assigned. As you can see, regular, honors, AP, dual enrollment, and continuing education. You can delete these if you want, if you're just not going to use them, or you can add your own. So let's add a new custom course type called My Awesome Course Type. And we'll give it an abbreviation of MACT, MACT. And what's cool about course types is you can assign weights to them. So you'll see by default for our AP courses, we assign a weight of 2.0. For dual enrollment, we assign a weight of 1.0. So let's just leave this at 0. We don't want to weight our MACT courses. And we'll just click Save Changes. We'll come back out here, and you'll notice now if we go to Edit a Course, our new course type shows up in the list here. So that might be useful to some of you. For course statuses, you'll see these are the 3 that by default come with all new accounts. We can add our own. And those will show up in the drop-down as well. So that can be really handy if you want to display something different next to each of your courses instead of the defaults that we offer. And the last thing I wanted to show you today was our new GPA Summary. So if you come under here under your settings for your transcript, there's this toggle here, and it's turned on, so we'll just leave it like that. By default, it's turned off. So if you want to see a GPA summary on your transcript, you'll need to come in here and turn it on. Anyway, we'll leave that on, save our changes, and come over here, and we will print this transcript. The cool thing about the GPA summary is it displays a lot more detail than the default GPA displayed. So if you come down here to the bottom, this is what the GPA summary looks like. It breaks the GPA down based on how you've organized your transcript. So in this situation, we've organized the transcript by semester. So we're seeing a list of each semester on the left-hand side here. And in the middle here, we're seeing the weighted GPA that was earned in each of those semesters. And then on the right-hand side, we're seeing the cumulative weighted GPA, which is basically the current semester's GPA combined with all of the previous semester's GPAs. So it's kind of like a running total for the GPA, essentially. This GPA summary will update automatically if you change your transcript to be sorted by, for example, subject or school year. Then the subject or the school year will be reflected on the left-hand side here. Also, if you choose to show unweighted GPAs on your transcript, those will be displayed here as well. So you can actually create a pretty dense GPA summary if you want, because if you select, back on the settings page here, if you select to show both weighted and unweighted GPA at the same time, then you'll actually get a total of 5 columns on the transcript here. The actual the subject or the semester, and then you'll get your weighted GPA, your cumulative weighted GPA, and then your unweighted GPA and your cumulative unweighted GPA as well. So if you want the maximum in detail, you can turn it on. And that is it. Those are 3 new features we recently added. I'd love to hear your feedback on them. If you want to drop me an email, my email address is matt, M-A-T-T, @transcriptmaker.com. Or you can give us a call on our phone number, which you can find on our Contact Us page. But I'd love to hear what you think about these features. And certainly if there are other things we can add for you that will make your life easier, let us know that. We're always looking for feedback from our customers, and we do appreciate you being a customer of Transcript Maker. And I will see you next time. Bye.